the Kubelwagen, the Commanderwagen, the 1941 Willys Jeep, and slightly off topic, the Suzuki Jimny. And what they all have in common is they're all 1/12 scale. They're all super scale, and they're all made by the same company. We got a new one to add to the collection, and this is the people's car, a Volkswagen Beetle. I'm not sure that there's anything out there that's radio control that is to this scale. And there is certainly not much out there, or nothing that I know of, that comes well packaged like this as well. Whoa, there she is. That is a really nice colour. Chrome bumper, transmitter. These have all your functions on there: steering rate, throttle rate and trim, and then those switches there make slight adjustments to your ESC, your speed controller, so gives you a few different functions. Oh, this is really nice. Charger and wheel hex, and I think that's it. It's really hard sometimes just to show the detail on camera like this. When you look at it in person, it's just so nice. Well, it's going to have the same issue that these two have with that rear suspension. We'll talk about that in a minute. Right, I'm going to fit the bumper on that little bit there, and then we'll have a closer look. So nice. The only difference I can see between the people's car and the Commanderwagen, your little like blackout light. I used to use that to be a bit more covert at night. That's just blanked off on that one. Obviously the chrome bumpers on this, whereas you've got the desert colour on there. This one's got a black roof there, that is removable as well. And then the interior is grey on this, and like a sort of maroon colour on that. While we're here talking of the interior, these are like a sort of soft silicone. And the good thing about this interior, I have a little figure here, just over 5 inches tall. She will fit in there perfectly. Most stuff I have to like remove some of the legs to fit in, but she fits in there perfectly. There you go. So you got pedals right down there in the footwell, and the rest of the interior is really well done. You've even got the dials there as well, and rear seats in there. These are, like I've said, one of the most, if not the most, scale you can buy. Now the bonnet or the hood is quite difficult to open once the bumper's fitted. Dig your nail under there. In here's the spare wheel. It is just loose in there, it just slots down like that. And then there's your electronics there. It comes with 380 milliamp hour little LiPo 2-cell. And then you got your steering servo there. Then the scaleness, is that a word? Continues underneath. There's your like torsion beam suspension, same as the real thing. That flat floor pan. It's got rear portals. I'm not sure. I know the Commanderwagen had portals. I don't know if the people's car did. It might have, I'm not sure. There's your engine in there with a gearbox there, metal drive shafts or CVDs. No portal axles up front. And it doesn't end there, because under here is the scale engine, and the pulley turns around as well. So when you're running, that pulley turns around. Working rear lights and also working front lights. Transmitter takes 4 AAA batteries. Channel 4's lights. I've had enough of these to probably not need to read the instructions. Press it again, it should go a little bit brighter. There we go. Steering, nice quick steering. Something else that I don't think is true to this one, and that's it's got 4-wheel drive. So that's first gear, and then second gear. But it has got, if you hold down channel 4, you hear that? That should now select just rear wheel drive. And again, high or low gear in rear wheel drive. So if you want it scale, you can run it rear wheel drive, but it has got the option of 4-wheel drive. Another little feature of most of the FMS models is your steering wheel also moves. I don't know if there's enough light to see in there, is there? But and as well as front lights, like I said, you've got rear lights, and if you watch them carefully when I brake, you've got brake lights as well. I know I've not really said anything negative about this yet, but there is one thing that I'm not keen on. This rear suspension, because there's no damping on it, it's just like a torsion beam or like a trailing arm with a spring in there. If I go in reverse, you see it ducks down, look, like that, and then when you go forward, it lifts up. So, I mean, I can exaggerate it a bit by doing that. You'll see what I mean on the running footage, that once you get going, it's not a massive issue. So it's in low gear rear wheel drive at the moment. Until we need 4-wheel drive, we're just going to keep it in rear wheel. I think we're going to have to switch to 4-wheel drive relatively soon, I'll be honest. But on stuff like this, it's pretty good. No tread on them tyres really. Moving along pretty well. Right, this is definitely going to test it out here, I think. Come on. Oh man. Oh, not quite there. Oh, not quite. Come on, let's stay. I don't want to switch it. It's got open diffs as well, so even harder. Oh, we're gonna have to switch. Does it make a difference? Let's go back a bit. There we go. So the bumping up and down is not a massive issue, like I said, once it's running. Get a bit more speed. Second gear. Pretty nice place to run it here. Looks good, doesn't it? Oh, I think it does. Maybe a bit of black and white would help with the look of it, or a bit of sepia. So running rear-wheel drive high gear at the moment, and yeah, well, not causing any issues. I'm pretty impressed at that. If you're into Scale, this thing is gonna, yeah, you're not gonna be disappointed with this. And we had a little fly past as well, how kind. This is definitely not gonna do this with two-wheel drive. Nope. Four wheels good. Nothing more to say about this, guys, other than if you really like Scale stuff, you will love this little thing. It is really good. And it's actually really capable, wow. For how thin them tyres are and for how little like grip there is on them, or tread should I say, in four-wheel drive, it goes really well. Obviously this isn't like a crazy crawler, but it's pretty capable. Open diffs as well.